Good morning, Patriots. This is your American Prayer Warrior. Just ripped my microphone off. Anyhow, I'm a little frazzled because I got my first strike on YouTube. So I guess I joined the ranks of other Patriots. I feel so proud. Yeah, I did a video on praying for school board members to replace the ones that we have now that are bending to the whim of how do I put this so I don't get struck again? Bending to the whim of the communists and having their lovely little face coverings. And so, yeah, I got my first strike. So I've joined the ranks and it's pretty insane. But anyhow, I also watched another discouraging thing happen last night. And so I've just really been praying about trying to find encouragement in all of this. And I was woken up in the middle of the night and by the Lord and just kind of been praying, and I definitely have gotten my answer. And of course it's not what I wanted to hear, but an answer nonetheless. So anyway, I just wanted to read this encouraging words that he gave me. And so here we go. It's from 1 Peter 4, verse 12. It says, "Beloved, do not be surprised at the fiery ordeal among you, which comes upon you for your testing, as though something strange were happening to you. But to the degree that you share in the sufferings of Christ, keep on rejoicing, so that at the revelation of his glory you may also rejoice and be overjoyed. If you are insulted for the name of Christ, you are blessed, because the Spirit of glory and of God rests upon you." And I just felt so encouraged because Jesus was a truth teller. You know, he confronted the Pharisees quite often in his day about the falsehoods that they were trying to heap upon the Jews of that time, you know, giving them completely unrealistic rules and laws to follow that were just merely for show. They weren't a reflection of their inward self. They were just superficial things to do to make you look like you were more pious. And he, like it talked about in the readings this weekend, he called out the Pharisees and the teachers of the law, and he was not afraid to speak truth. And so I felt like God was encouraging me by what happened to say, it's okay. You got to expect this. You've got to, if they persecuted Christ for speaking the truth, they're going to persecute you for speaking the truth. And so it really just helped encourage me that to not be surprised when it happens. And so it's what I needed to hear. You know, it doesn't take away all of the twinge of it, but it makes it bearable. So I also got another reading. See if I can grab it here, because here, I gotta fix my screen. I apologize. I have to move my camera out of the way so I can read this. Oh yeah, Psalms 37. This one I've used quite often too, just because it's so encouraging. And in the time that we're dealing with right now, when it seems like evil has such a grip on our world, not even just in our society, but literally around the world. And so it's a reminder that we are not alone. This has happened in history before, and that staying close to Christ is the way to survive. And so here goes Psalm 37, written by David. Do not fret because of those who are evil, or being envious of those who do wrong. For like the grass, they will soon wither. Like the green plants, they will soon die away. Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and enjoy safe pasture. Take delight in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way to the Lord. Trust in him, and he will do this. He will make your righteous reward shine down like the dawn, your vindication like the noonday sun. Isn't that exciting to hear? We will be vindicated. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. That's the part I have trouble with, the patience part. I want my vindication now, and he's telling me to wait. Refrain from anger and turn from your wrath. Oh, that's another one that's really hard. Sometimes I get stuck in my righteous indignation, and I stew and simmer and soothe, sither, and whatever you else want to call it. And this verse is saying, refrain from anger and turn from your wrath. Do not fret. It leads only to evil. And I can kind of contest to that. If we hold on to our anger, it definitely resorts to evil. We tend to take it out on those we care about, or those we love, or those closest to us. And so it's so important to surrender that to God. And whenever we get angry, say, all right, Lord, that's right. Thy will be done. Here you go. Because if we don't, it definitely will lead to not so good things. For those who are evil will be destroyed. For those who hope in the Lord will inherit the land. And I really needed that particular part, because I just needed to be reminded that we do win in the end. You know, that God always wins. And so if I want to be, if I want to benefit from that win, I need to do what he tells me to do. I need to do what's right, no matter how others treat me. I need to stand up and do the right thing. So one thing that comes to mind is a phrase, the end does not justify the means. You know, if I'm trying to speak truth to others, I need to be careful how I do that. I need to speak the truth in love. I can't speak it in nastiness and in sarcasm and in condescending ways. And that's kind of what I've noticed I've been falling into. And so I really feel like God was really speaking to me, saying, all right, you may be in the right here, but you're not speaking in a very loving way. You're not, you're kind of being sarcastic and rude about it. And so that kind of wipes out the fact that you're in the right. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me about that. And so I felt like he was putting me in check, saying, okay, it's good that you're in the right. It's good that you're willing to suffer for the truth, but now you have to do it with patience and love. And I know I can't do that without his help. That is not humanly possible. I am a human. I am weak. I am emotional. I'm a woman, which means I have more emotions than the other half of the population. So it just reminds me I need to stay close to God. I need to, like it says, seek his face, be still before the Lord. I've noticed that since I've increased my time being still before the Lord, it has definitely helped. It has helped me to be more patient. It has helped me to be more loving to others, even when they're being big fat meaners to me. And so, yeah, it's just, I'm finding it to be, excuse me, I need to clear this here. I'm finding it to be easier to do the right thing the more time I spend with God. So, and the tougher the day is, you know, our first thought is, oh, I'll just skimp on my time with God because I need to get this, and this done. No, that's the opposite. The harder your day is, the more time you need to spend with God. The busier your day is, the more time you need to start your day with God. And trust me, it's been an amazing experience to see how that increased time with Him has enabled me to accomplish more with a shorter amount of time. And and Mother Teresa found that out herself. She and her nuns felt called to spend an hour a day in front of the Eucharist praying before they started their day. And they're like, oh my gosh, we have all these people to save. You know, people are literally laying in the street dying. You know, we don't have time to do that. We need to go save them. And because they gave that time to Christ, they had that alone time, and they were still before the Lord, they literally accomplished more in less amount of time because of their faithfulness to this verse, because of their willingness to spend more time with the Lord. And so, it works. It really works. So anyway, that's my encouragement for the day. I hope it helps. It's definitely helping me. So I wanted to pass it on. So, and don't forget, you too can be a prayer warrior.